Welcome back to the channel that simplifies the stock market. Now, this means absolutely nothing to you right now, but it will soon. Keep watching. Now, in this video, I'm going to need you to use your imagination a bit because we're going to look at a real company within the stock market, but we're not going to use that company's real name. Instead, we're going to put a bit of a spin on it so we can play a sort of game, if you will. See, people often come into the stock market looking to find the next stock or company that's going to make them rich. After watching this video, I have a feeling that you'll sharpen your skills on how to find and pick the right companies to invest in and how to weed out all of the potentially wrong ones. So to start our game off, I'm going to give you $100 billion. B as in billion. Tap into your imagination. You ready? 25 billion, 50 billion, 75 billion, 100 billion. Now with this 100 billion, there's some strings attached, or some rules if you will. 1, you must use it to buy a company in the stock market. 2, you can only buy one company, and once you buy that company, you can't sell it for at least 5 years. 3, you must spend at least $50 billion to buy the company. So in other words, the market cap of the company must be at least 50 billion. 4, I'm going to come back to you in 5 years, and you only get to keep the 100 billion and however much you made if, when I come back to you in 5 years, you have at least $160 billion. And yes, at that point, you can sell the company and add those proceeds to however much the company's made you over those 5 years. And 5, the 5-year clock doesn't start until you actually buy a company. Now, to make it even more interesting, at the same time that I give you the $100 billion, I announce to the whole world my challenge to you. And naturally, a whole bunch of people come out the woodworks and line up in front of you to try to give you their pitch on why you should buy their company and for how much. Kind of like Shark Tank with a bit of a twist. Now, the first person who comes up to you looking to sell his company is Bill. Bill Skit. And Bill says, if you buy my company, you'll be sure to pass your challenge and keep the money. And you say, okay, first off, calm down and tell me about your company. And so Bill tells you, and you say, wow, okay, this does sound promising. Streaming is on the rise, especially with the recent COVID pandemic. More people are at home and streaming more. Now, at this point, would it be wise to go ahead and buy Bill's company and pass up on the thousands of others that are in line waiting to give you their pitch? Of course not. Remember, you only get to buy one company, and once you buy that company, you're locked in for at least 5 years. So you continue on. Okay, Bill, what does the money in your company look like? So Bill pulls out the financial statements of his company and shows you first the income statement so you can see the company's revenue, expenses, and net income. And as you look over the income statement, something catches your eye. Bill, I have to turn 100 billion into 160 billion in the next 5 years. This company is unprofitable. You know what? That does include non-cash items. So show me the cash flow statement so I can see the cash within the company. Maybe that'll look a little bit better. Bill, this company is losing cash from its operations. So how are you financing your company? Where are you getting the majority of your cash from? Because it's clearly not from operations. From here, you can see how Bill's company is getting the majority of his cash. With net issuance payments of debt, you can see that Bill's company had to borrow cash, increasing their debt. This is cash that they'll have to pay back, plus interest in the future. And then we see something else. Think about if you had a pie, a whole pie to yourself. This is you. But then 3 other people come along and you have to share your pie with them evenly. And then another 4 people come along and you have to share your pie with them as well. Now before, you had this whole pie to yourself and you could probably get full off of it. But now, this is your slice. Essentially, this is what Bill is doing to his company in order to generate more cash. He's chopping up the company or the pie into more and more pieces and selling the pieces. Now at this point, you can go on to the balance sheet if you want, so you can do a deeper analysis, but you have thousands of others in line waiting to give you their pitch on why you should buy their company. So you cut it short and you say, all right, Bill, how much do you want for your company? And Bill looks you directly into your eyes and tells you, $50 billion? You're playing, right? Next, I'm curious, would you buy Bill's company? And if not, is there a company in the stock market that you would buy? Comment below and subscribe. Okay, just humor me. How much would one piece of your company cost, since you know you're chopping it up in all these pieces and selling them? Okay, I got 100 billion. How much did this piece earn? Get out.